Hello, everyone, and welcome to OurVentura TV. I'm Sandra Siepak. On today's show, we are welcoming Pastor David Hurtado and also Pastor Kelley Reid. They are both from the Camarillo Community Church here in Camarillo, and this is part of our faith-based series of shows that we're presenting here on OurVentura TV. So welcome to both of you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Sandra.
Great. I'm so happy to have you be a part of our faith-based series of shows. And Pastor Hurtado, let's start with you. I'd like you to tell us a little bit about the Camarillo Community Church. And if you give a brief description about some of the core beliefs, that would be great.
Yeah, you know, we're a church like many churches. We exist to help people connect with God. And so that's what we're all about. We do that through a series of ways, through worship, through singing. Well, we have a high view of the scriptures, the Bible. And so we teach the Bible as well in our church. So we're kind of like a church that you would think of. We're trying to reach a younger generation as well. So that adds little tidbits of nuances, and I'm sure we'll get to that as well.
Great. Pastor Reid, can you provide some examples of the benefits of being a participant in the Camarillo Church?
Oh, sure. I think something that's a huge value to us is family deep relationships. And so that people feel a part of the family. We really want to meet people where they are, depending on, as people are going through different seasons of life. We want to be able to meet them, especially during different seasons of maybe they're on a high mountain or in a valley, be able to really meet them where they're at and walk with them along with their faith journey. And so really letting people know that they're loved, that they're not alone, and that there's a place to connect and belong here.
Have you seen more of an upsurge of people coming into church now since we've had the COVID strike us all and, affect us all? Have you seen more people now becoming a little bit more concerned about their religious beliefs and being a part of the church?
Yeah, that's a great question. I would say, depending on the timing, right now we're seeing a lot of people come back and feel more comfortable to come back. And we have seen a lot of people, concerned about elderly family members and things of that nature, and actually probably appropriate. We did focus on this year, actually Kelley's doing, making sure our online ability to reach people from their homes. We focused on that a lot in the last couple of years. We are seeing people get more comfortable coming back on campus and wanting to engage with each other and engage with their God again, for sure.
And as far as your services go, could you tell us a little bit about the services that you offer? Are they pretty much in-person services? Do you offer any online services? What can people expect?
So we actually offer in-person services at 9 and 10:45. We offer a patio setting that's on campus. And then we also offer our online.
Great. That's great. Now, do you also have programs for children?
Yeah, we do. We run concurrently with our, kind of like we have our adult services, and then we'll have, under kindergarten, nursery, then we have K through 3, we have 4th and 5th, we have junior high, high school. They're all running concurrently. So really we can kind of minister the whole family as a whole, and then really become like that family deep that we were talking about earlier. Actually, that's our little symbol. Everybody says family deep, just like this. That we really want to become like family, even though, we don't have the same mother and father, but we are family together in Christ and in our fellowship.
That's great to hear. So, Pastor Hurtado, can you give us a little bit more about the community benefits you provide? I know that you have a food pantry, for example. So I'd like to hear some of the things that you provide for the community as a whole family being part of the church.
Yeah, we actually have a very unique bent as a church. We have a very, very, one of our core values is to have a community impact. One of the things we do is the food pantry. We've been doing that for, I think, 30 plus years. It's been such a value to our elders that we recently just hired somebody. That's been done volunteer based for 30 years. We just hired somebody to take over that and kind of really minister to the community. And the reason is this year we saw about 70 families every Friday be impacted by this. And that's gone up upwards 130 to 150 families through this pandemic and this crisis. And so that's one way the community benefits for sure. And we do all kinds of things. Kelley, I'm sure we'll talk about concerts, but we love helping any way we can. We've helped with the homeless. We've helped with schools. We've done, food drives, supply drives, all kinds of different initiatives to help things. We're actually going to be helping an organization called Zoe in May, and they are a trafficking rehabilitation service to girls that are coming off the streets. And we'll do things like raise $30,000 for these organizations. Our church always rises up to do that. Something that our church loves, that an insider to our church would love, and an outsider would go, well, that's really cool. That's what a church should be doing, helping in the community. So we definitely have a high value of that. 3 to 4 times a year, we try to do something outside of our walls that will impact the community, and not just us.
And actually,
those are really, big efforts that you're taking on there. That's an incredible amount of work that you're doing. Go ahead, Kelley.
Oh, I was just going to say, and the cool thing with the food pantry is it's 120 families, not 120 individuals, but 120, 150 families that are being helped by that ministry, which is totally awesome. The other cool thing is that if you go to our website at About Us, and then there's actually a link for community impact, you can see all the community impact opportunities that we've had a chance to do over the past 4 or 5 years. And then we also provide concerts to the community. So
nice.
We want to bring in high caliber artists into a small venue, so we seat less than 1,000, and then allow our community to be able to benefit from that. So April 7th, we'll have 2 of the top gospel artists of all time, like 22 Grammy nominations, 6 Grammys. Israel Houghton and Travis Green will be here.
Now, is this all free to the community, and can anybody participate?
Anybody can come. It's not free because we're also trying to supplement that as well.
So it's a fundraiser for the church. Is that correct?
No, just to offset the cost to bringing them out here.
Okay, good.
Because they're nationally recognized.
Very good. Okay.
So it's not an effort to make money. It's an effort to get good music in a small community.
Okay. But it's still a great undertaking on your part to bring that to the community and have everyone take part in that. That's very, very good to hear. Pastor Reid, can anyone visit your church? And if they're not, if they're not of your denomination and they are interested, can they just come in? Do they need to meet with either of you before they come to a service? Tell us about that.
We like having anybody can come.
Right.
Anybody's welcome. They'll be greeted by some of my favorite people in the entire world are just they'll get to meet and intermingle, connect. So they don't need to be able to come or email or anything. They're welcome to email me, Kelley at camcc.net, because I know it can be nerve-wracking trying out a new place.
Right.
But if they want to be able to connect prior to that, they can always check or do that, Kelley. Or they can also go to our website and kind of see what a service looks like before they even step foot through the doors. But I got to say, being actually live in person is just a different experience of being able to truly, with the music, the speaking, the engagement, and it's powerful.
Let me just say too, we welcome anybody, any national background, any ethnicity.
Okay.
We don't care your socioeconomic level. None of those things matter to us. I'm a very proud Colombian American, but we drop all those labels aside and we just come worship Jesus together. So no matter who it is, where they come from, what their past experiences are, we welcome everybody to come. And
that is always nice to hear, especially during these times right now. I think it's very important for people to know that. So let's talk about the contact information and how people can find your church, where you're located, your website, your phone number, some of that information. And Pastor Reid, would you like to share that with us?
Sure. Everything that you want to know about us, you can go to camcc.net.
Okay.
And we're located on Carmen and Las Posas. It's a mission type looking building, and again, the most amazing people that you'll ever meet. Some of my favorite people. All my favorite people.
That's good. That's good. So, Pastor Hurtado, I'd like you to give us, in closing, some information on what you would like to share for the first time experience for those coming into the church for their visit. And any closing comments that you'd like to make about the Camarillo Community Church?
Absolutely. And, we find that most people check us out online first before they actually come visit. And so that vehicle is ready for you and available. Going to our website, you can check that out. And, I always say church is like a cup of coffee. Some people like it dark and strong. Some people like it with cream and sugar. Some don't do sugar. They use aspartame or whatever, Splenda,
Sure.
Type of thing that's sugared up. And church can be like that. And we're concerned, find the cup and dive into it. It doesn't have to be us. It's okay. If we're your cup of coffee, then join us and let's worship God together and let's go on a road together. But if it's not us, that's okay. There's so many different traditions out there. So many, I'm a pastor. Like, I want to see people connect with God. That's my biggest thing. And so find your spot, find where you connect and jump in, dive in. And certainly in these times we're looking all around us, all uncertain times, connect with a superior being, a supernatural being. Know that there's something in this world besides what you see on TV, and connect with that for sure. We want to see everybody do that. So, but if you're our speed, man, come on board. We'd love to see it.
Wonderful to hear. Thank you so very much, Pastors David Hurtado and Kelley Reid of the Camarillo Community Church here in Camarillo. We wish you all the best in the future endeavors that you are doing for so many out there, and good luck with the church as well.
Thank you, Sandra. Appreciate it.
Thank you. And thank all of you for joining us today on OurVentura TV. We appreciate you being here and look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, everyone.